Hi, I'm Madeline Rosene here with Nick Bateman for LEFAIR Magazine and Joey. How are you guys? We just did a shoot.
We're good. We had a good shoot. Great team to work with. Can't complain.
Joey's like, I'm out of here.
And he's done. He's a diva.
done. It's been a long day.
He's been a good boy.
So I met you at a vegan festival.
Yes.
In North Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
So you just made a transition to veganism.
Yes, I did.
Is that right? That's so cool.
Yeah, I watched What the Health on Netflix. Not a plug. Actually did watch it. And yeah, I just kind of made the choice to go vegan recently. I guess I could be a pescatarian because I decided to eat fish once a week, but I'm vegan 6 days out of the week.
Wow, that's really impressive. That's a commitment. So for anybody who's never seen What the Health, can you kind of give like a little bit of an overview?
Long story short, it just kind of teaches you that, you know, obviously the cruelty to animals, the, you know, whole brainwashing of thinking that, you know, eggs, dairy, meat is all healthy for you, when in fact it's not. People might get mad at me for saying that, but from my point of view, I don't feel it is healthy. So yeah, it really takes you through the wide spectrum of like all the health defects of eating, you know, meat and eggs and dairy with the carcinogens in it. So after seeing that, you know, I've always tried to be fairly healthy, and I thought eating, you know, organic, free-range, all-natural chicken and steak was healthy, but I realized that there was the healthiest version of a shitty diet.
Got it.
Which is obviously great for protein, and a lot of people might disagree with me, but and it has been a challenge finding, you know, a complete vegan diet, because there are vitamins that are deficient in a vegan diet. So I've been taking B12 and etc. But I could go on forever. But yeah.
Good for
it's
you.
been hard, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So are your friends vegan? Are you sort of in a community? How does that kind of work?
I kind of called all my friends and was like, you need to watch this. My mom, my family, and I was like, because once you see it, you're rattled. So anyone who really likes meat, I'm like, if you don't want to not enjoy meat, don't watch it, because you're gonna like, it's really hard. I used to love meat. I used to go to like STK and all these places.
Do you crave it still?
No, I don't really crave. The only thing I've craved is fish, and that's what I've continued to eat in moderation.
Sushi? Can you get sushi?
Yeah, I love that sushi.
Yeah,
but I think anything in moderation, your body can handle it and like push it out. But for me, I was eating like gratuitous amounts of meat, like chicken and steak, every single day, because I thought that was a great source of protein for me. And you know, I decided to cut it out.
You said out.
I'm Canadian.
You're Canadian.
Yeah,
You're from Canada.
out and about. You know, I got to be
Awesome.
Canadian.
Awesome. And you moved to LA how many years ago?
About 3 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
about 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago.
And your parents still live there?
Yeah, my mom lives in Grimsby, which is close to Toronto.
Okay, cool. Are you close with your parents?
Very close with my mom. Not so much with my dad, but I'm thankful for the relationship I have with my mom.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she's pushed you in your career. How does she feel about you being this successful Instagram sensation and model? And she must be so proud of you.
Yeah, my mom's pretty much the whole reason I am where I am today. My mom was a single mom, raised me by herself, and she kind of pushed me to do whatever I wanted. So if I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, she put me into karate. If I wanted to do this, she did this. Anything I wanted to do, it was never too big or too small. If I wanted to do it, my mom made sure I was in the right place to do it. So yeah, she's very proud of me, and it's all a product of, you know, all the hard work that she put into me. And sometimes I didn't want to go to karate. My mom's like, get the hell in the car.
You're a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to. And she's like, get in the. But I'm thankful that she pushed me when I needed to be pushed. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. And does she come to visit you in LA?
Yeah, no, she's actually coming to visit me at the end of October, and I'm going to take her to Halloween Horror Nights, because my mom said she only had me for 2 reasons: to go see scary movies with her and go on roller coasters.
Perfect.
So I remember I was at Canada's Wonderland. It's a theme park that Paramount Studios used to own in Canada, and I think I was like 7, and she took me to a roller coaster, like a huge one, and I just started crying after like the 1 hour lineup, and she took me to the car and she yelled at me and she said, if you're not going on that roller coaster, we're never coming back here again. And then I was like, okay, went back, went on it. I've loved them ever since. So.
Oh, I love that. Sometimes you just need that extra push, you know?
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
can't
definitely.
argue with mom.
I love that.
So.
Okay, so you're also a gamer. I overheard you talking about Call of Duty earlier.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that about me.
Okay.
Some of me and my best friends, we will go on, and one of the games that I've kind of been a little bit addicted to when I have a day off is Call of Duty.
Okay.
And I'm what you would call a camper. And I actually enjoy camping, and I enjoy pissing people off. So when I get like hateful messages, and people be like, "F you, man, you're a camping scrub," I'm like, I giggle to myself. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Because I'm just that guy who sits in the corner, and then when the guy comes in, I'll be like, pop, pop, pop. and then I'll go to the different corner. So when he comes in to kill me in that corner, I'm already in the other corner.
Oh, I
so.
feel you. I played Halo for years,
Okay.
but I never played Call of Duty. I'm more of like an RPG, like Skyrim person.
Okay.
But I mean, I could probably get down with that. So do you play competitively?
No, I'll play online. I get competitive with it. Like me and my friends will try to have the best KD ratio, which is the kill-death ratio.
Oh, wow.
So I hadn't played for like 6 months. My friend came to visit me, and then we had an argument, whoever was better. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And then he was visiting me for 2 weeks. All we did for 2 weeks was play Call of Duty.
Well, so you have these outlets for your aggressiveness, so like Call of Duty, and then, I mean, I gotta bring up,
The bow staff?
well, that, and also Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but I've never been so scared of a person. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a scary character.
It was a fun character.
I bet.
In martial arts, it kind of teaches you, because I did a lot of stage performance when it came to like weapons and forms and stuff like that, and you have to be very big, and you have to be loud, and you know, your aggressiveness has to show. So for the movie, I got to be very loud and aggressive
You
and
sure
scary.
did, yeah.
And it was just, I worked with the director Jason Eisner. It was my very first film I've ever done, and literally every take I did, his note was louder, angrier, and I'm like, really?
Wow.
He's like, no, just loud. So I was just, okay, I'll go louder. And I went louder, and he's like, louder. I'm like, literally by the first week of the thing, I had no voice. But no, it was so fun working. People in Halifax in Canada are the nicest people in the world.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's where it was filmed?
It was filmed in Halifax, and I had one of the best times of my life, so I really enjoyed Hobo with a Shotgun.
That's fantastic. So what's your next like upcoming, film?
Yeah, I have a lot of
TV?
things in the works. One of my main focuses right now is I've been a huge fan of an X-Men character from Marvel called Gambit.
Okay.
And Gambit's a Cajun character from Louisiana kind of thing, and he is a thief, and his weapon of choice is bow staff. So
Perfect.
I took a liking to him right away, so I realized that, there's a market for obviously Marvel films / shows.
There certainly is.
I already shot my first short film. I'm going to be working on 2 more to try and procure and get into the character. I'm working with a dialect coach. I've got a script writer now. So I'm really excited to make it come to life, and then put it out there and see if I can procure this role and get it to be mine. So like Ryan Reynolds took 8 years to get Deadpool made, and that's Ryan Reynolds,
Right.
he's amazing. So for me, if it takes 8 years, I'm willing to grind it out for 8 years.
Wow, you're willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't.
Right. Yeah. So Joey and your other dog who didn't make it today,
Yeah.
they're rescue dogs.
Joey is a kind of a rescue. We have me and Maria. We work with rescue dogs. We're actually working on a show right now that
And
does.
Maria's your girl.
Yes. So we went into this pet store in Canada. It's before kind of like pet stores were banned. And
In Canada.
yeah, because me and her are just addicted to animals.
Right.
So we walk in, and Joey had been there for 2 months, and we found out that he was returned by someone, and that the woman just literally brought him back. Was like, he's not like my dog. My old dog just passed away. And I'm like, you don't buy a dog to replace it. You buy a dog to have a new
Right.
dog.
Just because it doesn't have the same personality as your last dog. Oh,
But I am so thankful she did, because he's one of the best dogs I've ever had to date. I've never been a small dog type of guy, but it was my first small dog, and I kind of like roughed him up, tried to make him be like a big dog, and now he's so well behaved, walks off his leash. But yeah, so we went in there and we're like, he's been in here. We found out he's in there for 2 months. We're like, we're taking him. So we took him, yeah. The rest is history. And then we actually did save a dog last year for a show I'm working on called Rescue. So we were shooting like the pilot sizzle reel. We drove up to Bakersfield and we rescued a dog that was hit by a car. He had a fractured pelvis. So I fostered him for a month, and I used the power of social media to find him a home, and now he is living in a brand new home with a family, 3 cats, another dog, but he's like the star of the house, so it's
Wow.
it's a great feeling.
Well, sometimes the power of social media can just really be used for such a good cause,
Yeah, and that's what I try to do with mine. I think it's important to, if you have any kind of influence, to do the right thing sometimes.
Absolutely. You get a lot of attention on your social media channel for your dogs, and I think I read an article about you somewhere, and it said, I have this algorithm, and I sort of figured out what my algorithm is for my success and my follower growth. So is that like one shirtless pic, one cute dog pic.
It's definitely changed. You know, the world's evolving these days. It used to be like that, and it used to work, but, you know, Instagram changes their algorithms, people change, and, you know, you got to change stuff up. Like, there's only so many times you can post a shirtless picture with a dog before people are like, roll my eyes, dude, let's get this guy out of here. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So over the last little bit, you know, I've realized that, you know, I've grown it and done this algorithm enough to where people know who I am. A lot of people probably don't follow me because they're like, this guy just posts shirtless pictures and there's no substance to this human being. He's literally just, and I don't blame them. It looks like a narcissistic page because it's all just me, and yeah, I'm shirtless a lot of the time. So recently I realized that I want to start putting more organic stuff, which is great the way that the world's changed. This is what people want nowadays. It was popular, I guess, 2 years ago to be posting stuff that was very like set up and you know, cute and that kind of stuff. But now people just want to see, you know, you being you and real stuff. When they see that it's just, you can tell you're doing it for the likes, they're just like, okay, I'm over this.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So, what do you, I feel like how you deal with kind of haters, you know? Like even on Call of Duty, you're not, you know, snapping back at them, you know? But on your Instagram feed and your comments, you probably read some of your comments, right?
Sometimes. I'm very lucky. I've got nothing but love on my page. And then the few people that have been haters, like, I don't respond to anyone on social media when it comes to comments, because the sad thing is if I respond to one, it's not fair for me to respond to one and not the others.
Right.
So I can't like just pick people and be like, oh, I'll respond to you, because then the, you know, thousands of other people who commented are like, oh, why didn't you respond to me? Right. But on Call of Duty, that's what I do it on that. So if someone's swearing at me, I just like, me and my friend's classic response is, okay, dear friend. And it's so funny because people will be like, what? I had one kid write back, hey, I just wanted to apologize for my outburst. I was really angry. Keep playing how you're playing and have a good day. And I was like,
oh, I love that.
I was like, that is amazing. I'm like, it worked. The kill him with kindness thing worked. This little kid, I don't know how old he was, but just by his grammar, it seemed like he was young, could be an adult.
Darling.
But it was so nice, and me and my friends were dying laughing because the okay, dear friend works every time.
Well, okay, dear friend.
Yeah.
This was a really good interview.
Awesome.
And thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.